The latest now on the pandemic, the CDC is reporting the Delta variant is now the predominant strain in the U.S., making up more than half of all new COVID cases. And states with lower vaccination rates like Texas are showing a rise in cases. Marcus Moore is live in Dallas. Good morning, Marcus.
George, good morning. A top epidemiologist here in North Texas says that at this point, COVID-19 is a vaccine-preventable disease. But as we have seen in several parts of the country, still trying to get Americans vaccinated is an uphill battle.
This morning, the Delta variant raising new concerns, now the predominant COVID strain in the U.S. The CDC estimating it accounts for more than half of all new cases across the country. President Biden with a warning.
Millions of Americans are still unvaccinated and unprotected. And because of that, their communities are at risk, their friends are at risk, the people that they care about are at risk.
This as more states see an increase rather than a decrease in cases, and hospital admissions climb in 10 under-vaccinated states. In Missouri, Mercy Hospital in Springfield is battling a worse surge than last winter. Nearly all the patients unvaccinated. The hospital forced to borrow ventilators.
Get vaccinated so that you don't see this.
Another hospital nearby begging for help. The CEO issuing a call to arms on Twitter for respiratory therapists. And in Texas, where the highest number of patients are hospitalized since May, a church summer camp now linked to an outbreak. Nearly 150 people testing positive, at least 3 of them for the Delta variant.
We're seeing a 50 to even 90% increase in transmissibility over the Alpha variant. This could spread very rapidly through populations, especially ones that haven't been vaccinated yet.
This morning, the Biden administration is doubling down on its efforts to get more Americans vaccinated. They are focusing on getting doses to family doctors, as well as sending out more mobile clinics to sporting events, as well as churches, George.
Okay, Marcus, thanks very much. Let's bring in our friend Dr. Ashish Jha, the Dean of the Brown University School of Public Health. Thanks for joining us again this morning. Dr. Jha, how worried are you about the Delta variant?
Morning, George. Thanks for having me back. I'm pretty worried. We have large communities in our country that are not adequately vaccinated. And for those places, for those people, the Delta variant is the riskiest variant we have seen so far. If you're fully vaccinated, much less concerned. But for the unvaccinated, this is a very concerning situation.
Well, that gets to an important point right there. The vaccines do seem to be pretty effective overall against the Delta variant.
Absolutely, absolutely. We now have lots of studies. Occasionally, you'll see one study suggest, well, maybe it's not as effective as we thought, but all the other studies so far are showing 85, 90% effectiveness. It's really quite terrific, and I think it offers a very high level of protection, particularly against getting very sick and dying, which is the thing we care about.
Given that we know this disease now is vaccine preventable, is it time to not just encourage vaccines, but for more institutions, universities, schools, workplaces, to mandate them?
I do think it is. You know, look, my university where I work has mandated it because we want a safe working environment. If businesses want employees back in the office, they're going to require a mandate. This is where we're going to have to head, and this is where I think we are heading, because it's the only way to put the pandemic behind us and get on with our lives.
Finally, there's some rising concerns about the Lambda variant. This is a new variant that has emerged in South America. What do we need to know about it?
Yeah, look, we're going to see things like this. This is a variant that came out initially identified last year. It has taken over Peru. It is in a lot of countries. Still learning about it. I have to tell you, I'm not particularly worried. Again, the data suggests that the vaccines are going to hold up really well against this as well. But in this pandemic, while we have a lot of people unvaccinated around the world, we're going to see new variants come out, and we're going to have to take each of them individually.
Dr. Jha, thanks again for your time and your information.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.